Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA.
Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because, for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes are being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now Wilson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. More from the desert after this. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 23. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Every now and then when we see a really good run, we really tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did, what the receivers did to help. Sometimes the running back's pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of good yardage and made it happen with great effort.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
On second down, here's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
It went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Seattle first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From midfield now, here's Wilson looking for his running back, and he's got it. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there, 49 yards, and the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Touchdown, baby, let's go. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That is incomplete.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That'll give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there. A 23-yard run. And let's not forget it. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Finding time. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Only a yard on the gain there as time will run it. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
What's left? What's left? I'm coming. I'm coming. 280. 19. Rush it. Rush it. Rush it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had to read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
95. Switch. 14. Under 10.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. He's got time. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Pulled in at the 24. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that brings up 4th down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think that.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And out will come the offense as they take over. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of the defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going. I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Easy. 19.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record to say. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Seahawks, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.